We're riding in the front of a front loader. We're riding in a front loader, and I've got a family with me. I know you can't see them, but I got a family with me, and I've got Demhot with me here. Demhot doesn't feel very good. Demhot has been shot. He's been shot in the abdomen, and it's come out of his leg. But we're in the front of a front loader, and we're going somewhere safe and fun. Yeah, okay. All right, no problem. Okay.
This is Chapter 16, The Front Loader Ambulance. The homemade armored truck zoomed up to our casualty control point, CCP honking. The driver hurriedly got out, dust still swirling around the truck from its hasty arrival. I was in the back of the small box truck we used as our main ambulance. I was rigging my kit. I had already gone out twice that day and had depleted a lot of my supplies. I was tired. It was hot. The sun was getting low in the sky now. Rojava has the most beautiful sunsets. There was a pause in the fighting, a brief moment of tranquility. Dash prayed. We prayed, though for very different reasons. The sunset's golden-speared, cobalt-rimmed perfection was proof that even here there was potential for peace, even if it was just for this moment. Out of the darkness, trucks arrived, one after another, as they amassed to push deeper into the city. While the Havals waited to advance, Kurdish music was put on, and they danced in the headlights of trucks meant to take them in, but not necessarily back out. They danced for a victory that cold eyes may never see, for a hope that only others would ever know. The words, Shahid Namarin, heroes never die, heroes are never forgotten, carried a much deeper meaning here, at the demarcation line. Watching the spectacle, I couldn't help but think sadly to myself that we danced at the edge of nothing. It was only when I looked out at the rim of the world, spinning us backwards into darkness, that I was able to see home, when I could see that rise in this set. In that moment, that's when I could pretend to talk to my daughters, to pretend to be away from here, anywhere other than here, where I chose to be. A short ride later, the Panzer stopped. I was ushered out and told there were casualties in a house I couldn't see on the other side of the berm in the middle of a field. That was it. It was pitch black. I scrambled over the dirt and earthen berm and ran through the darkness. It felt like a cross between floating and falling. There was a sound like popcorn in the microwave on full pop in the near distance. Up in front of me were some flashes in a chaotic mosaic of white, yellow, orange, silhouetting square shapes and circles against more blackness. Maybe that's the farmhouse? Fuck, it was dark. I stumbled over the uneven ground, plow rows and holes that couldn't be seen. Tripping, falling, I land awkwardly. I smell onions on the ground here. I scrambled back up, running again. There were orange Tic Tacs glowing, floating suspended in the air. A dotted line arcing across the sky was slowly moving closer. They seemed so innocent. Tripping and falling again, the orange Tic Tacs went from dots to streaks ripping just over my head, and I could feel the tug and tear of snap of each bullet as it tore past me across the darkened night, seeking to bury itself in my flesh. I heard the sound of bullets striking soft dirt. Fuck! Bits of dirt and debris covered me. In the end, there's so many things I'll never know, and not just on this day, but so many like it as well. So, I tell myself they're both alive and happy all these years later. Perhaps when I'm stronger, I'll go back to Rojava and walk through the same fields I once lay in, terrified, fighting for life. My hands over my head, momentarily frozen in fear, covered in the blood of my friends. And someday, when I make it back to Rojava to walk through this land, where so much of me has been left behind, and there is peace, then, perhaps, I will feel I've lived a life worthy of dying.